And picking up from there, let's talk about, and maybe just really quickly, what are the opportunities for diaspora? How do they play in these various markets that you regulate? Maybe we'll start with you, Chair, and then we'll come to you, the CEO.
So on the first of all, let me say something that CMA does.
Sure.
That's important for the diaspora.
Mm-hmm.
We have a regulatory sandbox, which is a fintech
Mm-hmm.
sandbox, which is a environment, proof of concept environment where entrepreneurs come in, bring a concept into the market,
Yeah.
and that how it interacts with the market
Mm-hmm.
is determined through that
From-
timeline
Mm-hmm.
and methodology. For example, you just open to a limited number of customers.
Mm-hmm.
They do what they need to do,
Mm-hmm.
and some of even the products in the future
Mm-hmm.
we might be looking at
Yeah.
is this issue of crypto, for example.
Mm-hmm.
We might even look at that.
Mm-hmm.
So there are so many businesses that have come through this that have gone into the market.
Okay.
And today, probably Kenya is one of the fastest growing fintech
For sure.
market in
Yes,
the world.
yes.
So, I mean, diaspora, knowing all the technological advances of today and I know people working for Google, people working for Microsoft, people working, at various entrepreneurial level,
Yeah.
there's something they can benefit a lot. So the
Yeah.
sandbox, if you have products out there
Yeah.
and you want them to come into the Kenyan market,
Yeah.
bring it up.
Yeah.
We'll give you access to the sandbox,
Mm-hmm.
and now it becomes an area where now that is where you bring investment in venture capital,
Yeah.
PE,
Yeah.
whatever, the whole the whole series, in order
Yeah.
so that now you can have a working product in the market
Very
that's
nice.
confirmed.
Very good. Very
So
good.
so
Mhm.
so and in fact it also allows you to
Yeah.
come and showcase it, so people can see what it does.
Yeah.
And they can buy into it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a private equity entity,
Yeah.
if it is venture capital, whether
Yeah.
it is you want to do an IPO,
Yeah.
whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
investors can come in and look at it. That's a product we have out there. I think it's very essential to mention it. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what other products do we have for our brothers and sisters in the diaspora?
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with the low-cost housing we're talking about today. That is an investable product that Kenyans in the diaspora can invest in.
Mm-hmm.
The government has already committed
Mm-hmm.
to support the people in the lower cadres,
Mm-hmm.
and Kenyans in the diaspora are not an exception.
Yeah.
They are part of that target groups.
Yeah.
For those who are in that target group, they can invest in it,
Mm-hmm.
and they can own homes back home. I think that's very essential to know.
Mm-hmm.
How at the end of the day, the
Yeah.
product is still being structured,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, it will become an investable product
Mm-hmm.
where you get a house on a loan, and at the same time, also the whole idea is about pooling
Yes.
and savings.
Yes.
So all those things, once you do them, and now Kenyans can buy into it, it might give you back your money.
Mm-hmm.
It is a market system.
Yeah.
It's not charity.
Yeah.
It's not charity.
Yes.
Government, yes, the social aspect of it might actually might subsidize
Yeah.
certain parts
Yeah.
for certain groups of socially disadvantaged,
Yeah.
economically disadvantaged, actually not socially,
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's an investable product. The other product they can invest in,
Yeah.
we have something called real estate investment trusts.
Great.
They can actually come together
Mm-hmm.
and buy shares of real estate without going into the headache of constructing them, managing them,
Yeah.
or any of those things.
Or any of the
And
dangers.
one of the things that the CMA
Yeah.
is actually promising is that generally the governance system, the management system will be above par. It will be according to what has been agreed upon.
Yeah.
So it is not something, somebody came to you and told you, I have this, please invest in, and it disappears like that. No.
Yeah.
It is something we're certain about. The product will be there,
Yeah.
and we become an arbiter for you
Yeah.
in the process of you buying those shares
Yeah.
in those real estate.
Yeah.
So there's an income one, there's a development one,
Yeah.
it's called IREIT, DREIT,
Yeah.
there's a Sharia compliant one. So all those things for those of the Muslim faith who want to go into that, or ethical investing, whatever you call it,
Yeah.
we also have that product. The other product we have is collective investment schemes. Basically, For example, people want to pool resources
Yeah.
so they can do certain things with it.
Yeah.
So you register a collective investment scheme
Yeah.
that has a money manager,
Mm-hmm.
various products in it.
Yeah.
So you actually have a pool of products,
Mm-hmm.
and your money goes small bits to various entities, and there's somebody managing totality of it.
Yeah.
So you diversify risk, and you get the best of the products you want to. So you increase this one, reduce this one, depending on the play, and you're constantly moving things around.
Right.
So there is also market value to be achieved from that. Yeah. Now, with regard to let's say, for example, the forex, the FX, this market, the online FX, it's one of the biggest markets in the world. Everybody plays in it. The opportunities, they more than likely they already know. For those who don't know, it's an investable product also, and we make sure that those ones who have become brokers for you are not people of disrepute. They are people who can be trusted, and they do things,
and people can be policed.
Very, very, because that's so important.
Yes.
And we are working with CBK to make sure that they stay within the confines of the law. And so far, it's been perfectly in order. It's been working. So that part is on the commodity side. Is a new thing in Kenya. It has a potential to grow our agricultural products significantly. And it has been done in very many places. One of the areas that has been showcased is Ethiopia, for example. South Africa. The exchange, Kenya is one of the biggest markets in Africa. For those who know South Africa, outside of South Africa, there might be one or two who are bigger than us. Maybe Egypt, I don't know by how much. We might be right there. So we're saying, on the commodities, we want Kenyans to become, to organize themselves and become buyers of Kenya's products instead of other middlemen coming in, and they are the ones who are actually coming together in order to invest in that. And if they want the channels, they can actually get the licenses from.
And this is really important, Chair, because one of the things that we think of our diaspora as is we say that the diaspora are a two-way valve.
Yes.
Right? They bring in
resources,
investment, but they also take out our products. So this is one of those really good ways that they can play in that space where they actually are the sellers of our own products, because in many cases they consume those particular products.
Absolutely. And not only that, they know the market more than anybody else. Most of them are already playing in some markets of those products. As my CEO has said, right now we're starting with the coffee and streamlining, and we want to thank the president and the deputy for being very, very strong on this matter.
Absolutely.
They have been extremely strong against a wave of very difficult people who are so used to a certain way of doing business for too long. So finally, I think this thing is working. We are very, very confident it's going to work. And the products coming on board right now, coffee, more than likely tea will come on board, pulses and grains will come on board, and nuts and whatever, those things will come on board. And I think you might be surprised. We might be exporters of maize at some point if we continue at this rate.
Wouldn't that be something, right? Because that helps us move towards food security.
Absolutely.
And do away with the shame of a country that doesn't.
And we're saying that the market has a way of self-correcting itself as long as there's price discovery and people are getting value for what they plant.
Exactly.
That is the key.
Absolutely. Yes. And as you said, the transparency that's created by a commodities market or exchange, particularly price discovery, means that you can, to a large extent, do away with middle men and women.
Absolutely.
And for farmers can actually have a good return on their investment because they bear the brunt of everything.
And this morning, thank you, Madam P.S. This morning, we attended and we were part of a historic event this morning. We attended for the first time without middlemen. First time we have trading and auctioning of coffee on the exchange this morning.
Very nice.
On the 15th of August 2023.
And congratulations on that.
Yes.
So maybe before we finish, Mr. Samir, I'm wondering, what products do you have? What products does the CMA have or promote specifically that the youth can access?